it's got to be, I'm proud of me. That's why I'm steady moving on despite the hatred. I get better every song, man, it's got to be, I'm proud of me. If you don't like it, move along, get the shaking if the bacon ain't involved, man, it's got to be, I'm proud of me. That's why I'm steady moving.
Ooh, people, all praises be to the Most High. Global State of Mind. We're back. We're finishing up this topic about afterlife, death, and
another one.
The fear
DJ
of
Khaled voice.
Yeah, the fear. Another one.
Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, people.
Like, share. As usual, you know me over here. He's a real deal. It's my name is a bald head rasta. It's me. All I preach is peace, love, and chicken grease. You see me? I say, two for the road, as them say, two for the road. But yeah, we're talking earlier about death, life, and I'm saying afterlife. And one of the things about human beings is that we created a means by which we always try to find a way by which we can live forever. Rich people do it by leaving a legacy. Famous people do it by leaving movies, art, whatever the choice is. Adventurers do stuff. Amelia Earhart, people still talk about her and she been dead forever. Tried to fly across the ocean, lost, died. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus, people that have been dead for centuries. Hey, by the way, Christopher Columbus was an evil motherfucker. We'll get into that some other time. Oh my God, he did some fuck shit too.
Word.
If you know the history of Christopher Columbus, bro. But yeah. So, you know, we've always tried to create a means by which we can live forever. We do it through our actions and the shit that we leave behind, you know what I'm saying? And then we do it this way. We created an afterlife, and then from the afterlife, we created rebirth, or reincarnation.
Reincarnation, yeah.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all of the things that contain afterlife or death or all of that, reincarnation is the one that hits for me. Bring me back, but let me come back as a lion or something. Don't bring me back as a human. Put me in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? Let me come back as a lion or a hippo or something. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at reincarnation, out of all the things that we've created to sustain ourselves, to give us that oh, we're gonna die, what's coming after security blanket, reincarnation is the one that makes the most favorable sense to me.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm shocked right now.
I'm gonna tell you why.
My shocked face.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why reincarnation rings the most favorable with me. If you look at life, life's a circle. You know what I'm saying? We feed nature, nature feeds us. You see what I'm saying? And you will look at times, you'll meet someone and you'll be like, yeah, I feel like I've known you before or something. You see what I'm saying? You'll meet a human being and you guys will have a connection that feels deeper than now. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel like, oh man, we've been knowing each other for hundreds. You feel like we've been doing this for hundreds of years. It could be a human phenomenon or it just could be whatever. But for that reason, I kind of feel like reincarnation, if any one of the things that, I don't believe none of them. Just let me clearly state that. I don't believe in nothing after death. When you're dead, you're dead. That's it, nigga. Your time's up. You got your shot. Score, move along. But if I were to believe in something, it would be reincarnation, just because I believe life is a circle. We come in, we do our part, we go out, and if anything, we might come back. You see what I'm saying? But that's the only thing that I believe in. I don't want to believe in it. That's the only thing that I would believe in if I did believe in something. You see what I'm saying?
Cool. For me, with the reincarnation shit, I don't believe in it. I don't know. I don't believe in it because I believe that as a being, you can only be one being. I don't believe you can.
Well, your spiritual being, a spiritual being can't come back.
Well, that's your spirit. Your spirit normally is supposed to have one host, which is your body. You know what I mean? I believe that when you die, your spirit going to travel into a next host, and that sounds like some demonic shit.
Hey, I didn't say it was real.
You
I
know,
just said if there was going to be anything that's going to be close enough, that's the closest thing I believe when it comes to. So, see, I don't need any succor. I don't need nobody holding my hand when it comes to death. Because I don't fear death. You see what I'm saying to you? So for me, that seems more, out of all of the crazy shit, that's the most rational thing that I think if I were to believe in any of them, that would be.
Congrats, people. We might have a Buddhist at hand.
Huh? Now, no,
We
no,
might
I'm gonna be
have a
honest with you. I did
Buddhist
study
in the
Buddhism.
family.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, though. Buddhism, out of all the religions that I studied, was the closest to actually being human.
What?
The
Get the hell out of
methods
here. What do you
and
mean?
the methods and the ways that they believe and the ways to do it are more.
Because you're talking
Torch.
about a religious group that worships what? Cows, the sun, different gods.
No, see
Buddha,
now,
shit like that.
now you're talking about what you don't know. They don't worship. They believe that they're all part of the life cycle. There's a
But
difference. They
everything
don't
is
worship the
is a
cow.
part of the cycle of life.
They don't worship the cow. They don't worship the sheep. They say the part of the life. That sheep over there, we should not. When we kill that sheep, we should be a part of it. Like, oh, this is a part of the world. It's a part of the planet. You know what I'm saying? We kill it. We don't just throw it
No,
away. Kill it,
nigga,
and
like
they don't worship.
when
though.
it comes to certain animals, those animals are like sacred animals. You can't kill a cow.
Yes, you can.
You know what I mean?
What are
Shit
you
like
talking
that.
about? Buddhist kills cow all the time.
What are you talking about?
Have you never been to a Buddhist banquet?
No, hell no.
Okay, so yeah, Buddhists eat
Hold
meat,
on.
bro. You gotta remember
Let's
there's
get
variations
this
to everything.
point across. Hold on. No, true, because there is Hinduism and there is Buddhism. It's true. So there's a possibility that I'm mixing the two.
Not only that, but there's also
Buddhist-
sections.
hold on.
There's also sections and factions in Buddhism. Buddhism
Exactly.
is
Buddhists,
like Christianity. There's levels of
worship Buddha,
Christianity.
right? Is that
Huh?
right? The Buddhists, they worship Buddha.
You worship Buddha.
Yeah, who is Buddha?
Yeah, not the sheep nor the cow.
I know. That's probably the Hinduism. I'm not sure. I have to do my homework on that. I didn't do it.
Okay.
But the Buddhist is mostly Buddha, right? And who's
Yeah,
Buddha?
worship Buddha.
Who's Buddha?
But it was something that whoever they decided to make Buddha. Just like who's Jesus. Who's
Yeah, but he's
Jesus?
like an idol or something like that, right?
Yeah, who's Jesus?
No, I'm asking you. Buddha is like an idol.
It's the
or
same
something.
question. That's what I'm saying. Who's Jesus? Who's Buddha?
Well,
Who's Jesus?
There is explanation about the Jesus thing because there are actually historical facts that points out the existence of Jesus. Some people see him as the son of God. Other religious groups see him as a prophet. But there is historical
Do
events
you know?
that proves his existence.
Do you know who writes history?
What?
Do you know who writes the
history?
history?
Yeah, people
The
who
winner.
the winner.
The winner writes
Yeah,
the history.
come on. That's what I know. That's written all over.
You see what I'm
100
saying to
books
you?
and stuff like
You know
that.
what I'm
but
saying? Yeah. So
in the
for me,
history,
the Bible wasn't written by the losers. The Bible was written by the people who won the fight for the
who
Bible.
won? Who won what?
The fight for the Bible.
Hey, you notice something? I didn't refer to the Bible when I give you when I said what I just said. I said
You
that
did. You said there's
multiple-
historical
no.
facts been written.
yeah, by multiple religious groups, not
Religious
I didn't say
groups.
Christian. Yeah.
Religious groups read it. Guess
Yeah.
who won? Guess who are the winners? So
What you mean?
so
So he's saying the religious groups won?
when the Bible, you gotta remember the Bible is not a European thing. The
I'm not
Bible is
talking
a
about the
middle-
Bible.
But listen, I'm
I'm
telling
not
you,
talking about the Bible.
The Bible is a middle. You said religion. The Bible is a middle
Religious
Eastern
groups.
thing.
The
Religious
Bible
groups.
is only one
Whatever.
religious group.
Whatever religious groups. The Bible is a Middle Eastern thing. That Bible, the Europeans went over there to fight for that Bible, to control people with that Bible.
What about the Quran? What about the Torah?
All of that, bro. The Quran was
That's Middle
originally
Eastern?
in Arabic. And it took all of that from Arabic and translated it to English, bro. You really need to get your history down. The Bible is
I know,
BS.
but in every Quran, guess what happens? You have the original version next to it.
No, you do not have the original version in every Quran. That is not how it works because
I swear to God right now, I've never
it is
seen one Quran
impossible.
without
The
the
Quran-
original written version next to it. Even in English, even in
no
French, I've never
person
read one.
has the original version of the Quran, bro.
What you mean? There's the original text in every Quran, cuz I'm telling you this.
No person has the original version of the Quran. No person has the original version of the Bible. No person has the original version of any religious book that's ever been written.
I disagree with that.
Listen, several years ago, I was reading some stuff, and the Catholic Church has the Dead Scrolls.
Yeah. No, I know about that.
Along with the
when
Dead
it comes
Scrolls.
to hey, let me get this straight. When it comes to
along with the
Christianity,
Dead
because
Scrolls,
Garnet
hold on,
loves
along
to
with the Dead
circle
Scrolls,
around Christianity.
Catholic
When it comes to
Church-
Christianity,
The
I am
Catholic
aware
Church
that
also
there's
has
a
books
lot
filled with
of
Bibles and books
tampering.
that never been read.
When it comes to Christianity, I'm going to get this out of the way. When it comes to Christianity, I do agree that there has been a lot of tampering when it comes to the Bible, especially attaining to the Catholic Church, you understand?
Yeah.
Who really controls, certain written
All of
scriptures.
it.
There's
It all
a
started
lot of
there.
things that is missing, right? Now, this is where I stand when it comes to religious figures, who we call prophets and things like that, right? Or son of God or whatever, right? There are certain things that is traceable, certain figures, religious figures that are traceable. Prophets, Moses, Abraham, Jesus, David, King Solomon. These are people that derive from a certain bloodline, which is Haile Selassie's bloodline, that's traceable too, you know what I mean? That is actually traceable throughout history, right? And strangely, this is like one of the only factors that no religious group can deny between Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. That's one of the only factors
What?
that is identical throughout
What
each
factor?
religion. That
What
bloodline, the existence of that bloodline
No.
that derive.
That's not true. Because Jews
Guys,
don't believe in Haile
Do your
Selassie.
homework. I swear.
Jews don't
Do
believe
your
in Haile
homework on it.
Selassie. Jews don't
What?
believe Haile Selassie. Jews don't believe Haile Selassie came from the bloodline. Christians
No,
don't
no.
believe Haile Selassie came from the bloodline.
No, I refer to Haile Selassie. I refer to Haile Selassie due to Rastafarian belief, because Rastafarian believe that Haile Selassie came from the bloodline of King Solomon and King David, which is also the direct bloodline proven by the Islam faith, the Judaism faith, and the Christian
Religion.
faith that Jesus derives
Religion.
from. Huh?
Was this a historian that said this?
It's
was
a
this the person that
historical-
researched it? Or was it
There
a religion
are-
that said this?
Cause listen to me, it's a historical fact and also a religious fact. You can do your homework on this. We don't have to argue with this. You can research this. I'm telling
I
the
have.
truth because I did.
I have researched it. I know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm telling you.
Where did you get your research? Where did you look?
I've listened.
Don't tell me
fam.
Wikipedia, please.
I've read so much that you will probably, the amount that I've read will have you under the bed for a month. I've read so much. I've taken in so much information just because I want to know. And I'm telling you right
Yes.
now,
I
history
promise you,
is-
this is traceable by history. It's traceable
history
by
is
history.
written by the winner. There was no Christianity. There was no religion prior to people deciding that we need to find a way to control.
No, there was no
humanity.
Christianity until after Jesus Christ.
There was no
After
Jesus
Christ.
story
That's
until
true.
Christianity and religion.
That's false.
Jews were the only ones that believed in that.
There was also Islam. Islam came about. The Islam faith derived. You know where it came from?
No, tell me.
No, you read a lot. Do you know where it came from?
No, tell me.
They were all, well, from my understanding, there was always existence of the two faith. Judaism, Islam, and of course it have the Persians who worship idolatry and etc. It had certain faiths, certain spiritual faiths also. When it comes to Islam faith derived from the first son of Abraham, which is not Isaac, which is what's his name, Ishmael or something like that. Yes, that's the son that with his following.
Have you ever been to a mosque?
Huh?
Have you ever been to a mosque?
Come on, cuz of course I've been to a mosque.
So
I've been to a mosque. I've studied with Muslims. I did a Ramadan, but
Prophet
that has nothing to do
Muhammad-
with what I'm saying right now.
The Prophet Muhammad
Yeah.
started Islam. Hey, hey.
Nah, wrong. The Prophet Muhammad wrote the Quran. Come on, cause you have to follow me with this. He didn't start Islam. He wrote the Quran. Islam existed before him. You
Listen,
hear me?
you say,
No, listen to me
you're-
carefully. Because right now you get into a topic which I know a lot about, yo.
I know a lot about
Islam-
too. Yeah,
Islam.
it didn't start from no
He didn't
Ishmael.
start Islam. Listen
It
to me,
didn't start
cuz.
from no Ishmael.
And do your research. The Prophet Muhammad didn't start Islam. It existed before him. He was inspired by a spirit to write the Quran. That's what he did. You understand?
You know
Islam
that none of the names
Was
that
before him.
you know that none of the
I
names
promise
that
you
you
that.
call, none of the names that you call the Muslim religion by is not what its original name for it. They
What,
changed
Islam?
all that when the Prophet Muhammad came around and
Mm.
he wrote the Quran. He wrote the Quran through spiritual guidance. Oh, hold on. I'm getting some. Let me get some pen and paper. Hold on. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the best ever. Woo! Bro, lead me, spirit.
Hey,
Out of here. Get the fuck
I
out of here.
ain't gonna say that
Get
it
the fuck
happened
outta-
like
Get
that,
the fuck
but
out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So the Prophet Muhammad wrote the Quran and then changed how Muslims behave. And then they separated, then they went from a Muslim state to a separate state of Muslim, where they separate themselves and they became violent Muslims and non-violent Muslims. They became prophets of Muhammad, followers of Muhammad, and they said, oh, some of them don't want to follow Muhammad.
yeah, that's true.
Some stuck back to the original religion. I don't remember the original name of it. Some stuck back to that because even Africa, none of the places in Africa have their original name. These are names that were given to them and when they were colonized.
Yeah, that's true.
All
That's
of the
true.
history that you know is made the fuck up by the winner. That's why we live on the stigmas. That's why we live by these fucking rules they made up years ago to control society. We still
Despite
follow
the
them.
fact that a lot of history, and I do agree, a lot of history has been tampered with,
Not tampered with,
Ooh.
is fake.
made up, tampered with, whatever it may be the case. That's true.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that there's not true history that exists.
Yeah,
Still,
there is
you
true
can
history that
still
exists. I
find
love
it.
history.
You
History
understand?
exists in truth, but when it comes to
I want to
religion,
close.
you
I
can't
want to close.
have
I
that.
want to close. Hold on, real quick. I want to close up the topic and about religion to get back to the topic of death, and I'm going to close it with this argument. My belief is you can find truth in practically any religion. That's my belief. I don't think that a religion detains the whole truth and the absolute truth, but I believe that any human being can find truth in a religion. That's my
You
belief.
find truth in life. You don't need a religion to find truth. See, this is the
Some
thing
people do.
that people we need support. We need that. If you're a human being and you look at the whole world and you see the whole world, it's overwhelming. You got this huge globe. You look out into the stars, the Milky Way, overwhelming. You're only this big inside of it. So you need something that's bigger than you to protect you, you feel like. The average human being needs that. They need that shell, that cushion. That's what religion is. The shell on the cushion for you to, oh my gosh, I have something to look forward to after all this. You see what I'm saying to you? You can find that anywhere in life. Religion is not needed to find that. Religion was created so that history now, am I telling you the history now? Religion was created so that it could control the masses. At one point in time, there were so many people that the Catholic Church said, what can we do to control all these people and keep them in line with what we've made up?
You
Now, I'm telling you this
gotta-
stuff right now. This is something that is history recorded. When the Catholics used to have meetings where they would decide to come up with shit that would control people. They wouldn't have come up. They
Well,
wouldn't say, "We're going to come up with a god."
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Come on,
the
no,
reason why-
you just did your last argument. I'm doing my last argument, and we move on.
No, I did. But
So-
what you said is
So,
what
no,
you
no,
said.
no, I'll let you
what
talk.
you said
I'll let
can't
you
be
talk.
true
I'll let you
because
talk. I'll let you
if
talk.
you-
I'll let you talk.
yeah, I know, I agree. Because listen, you have to make sense of what you say too.
But
You
you
know
know,
what I mean?
I'm making
You
complete
can't
sense.
say religion is exists because the Catholic Church just said such. No, because religion is even beyond the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church didn't create all religions.
Listen,
So that doesn't make
I feel
sense.
sorry for you, bro. Listen, you know who Lutheran is?
Huh?
You know who Luther
Hold on.
is?
Yeah, I know who Luther is.
Lutheran, you know the Lutheran church or Lutherans?
Mm-hmm.
That man went and took the Bible and rewrote it in English. They almost killed him.
I know
for
that.
it. You feel what I'm saying
There's
to you?
also what
And
you call it?
started a whole nother version of Christianity by himself.
I know that. I know
What
that.
are you talking about?
He wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one. There was
Exactly.
also a this.
Listen
I
to
forgot
what
the
I'm
name.
saying to you.
I'm just
Middle East.
I'm just
the Middle East of
correcting
the
some
world.
that you said. You said
The Middle
earlier.
East of the world. That's where all of religion and Christianity was. Not Christianity. That's where the mecca of religion is the Middle East of the world. Europeans worshipped goats.
So
Sheep.
are you saying the Catholic Church created all religion?
The stem of European and this side of religion stems from Catholic Church. Yes. Completely.
So
I'm
are you
that.
saying also that
100%.
Catholic Church is the first religion? Or
No, how
religious
can it be
group?
the first religion, bro? That's stupid.
So how the hell you gonna create all religions? Cause come on.
What is wrong with you, bro? Religion didn't exist prior to the Catholic Church. People used to just praise
That's what
God.
what?
People used-
Religion
Jews,
didn't exist?
Jews didn't have religion. They just had a way of living. The Catholic Church instituted religion. They didn't start our religion, but our religion,
Oh,
all the
okay, thank
all the churches and all the shit.
No, that's
in
why I
there,
want you to say they didn't start all religions.
I never
That's all
said
I
that.
want
I said they stem from Catholic Church.
What religion stem from Catholic Church?
Listen. So, all right, I'm gonna give you the history. Here's the history, because you don't know a lot of. I see you not know. So in the Middle East is where all of this was at. European people were witch worshippers. They worshipped the witches and they worshipped the suns and all that. In Egypt, they worshipped a god and gods.
Mhm.
European were more witch people, and we worship in the ground. That's why they had the paint on their face, and they had all these Vikings and all that stuff like that.
Mhm.
They went over and they saw how religion could control the masses. And then these people said, we're gonna come up with Catholic, and we're gonna take that religion and we're gonna control these masses.
Mhm.
From that, then they started forming off the Christianity. No, well, not Christianity. They started forming all these other little religions and sects and everything, and they all broke off from the Catholic Church and became their own.
Mhm.
Mormons have a Catholic base. Little do you know.
What?
Mormons
Oh,
are
okay,
based from
Mormons.
Catholics and came from Catholics and separated from
Mhm.
the Catholic Church and became Mormons.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about human beings. We've been given so much foolishness that we've placed inside of us, and it's become so much part of us that to see anything different seems ridiculous. So it becomes something that you laugh at, or you're like, oh yeah, that don't make no sense because I know what man told me. This man down here told me something different, so yeah, I can't go against that. And then we become fools, and we become deeper into the following. We become more of the sheep, because we're nah. Every religion is based to create, to control a mass. Period.
All right, so we done with religion now.
Yeah, we can go back. We're never
All right,
done
so
talking. We're
cool.
never done talking about religion. Religion is part
All
of
right, so-
everybody's everyday life.
I want to get to some. All right, check this out. Right.
Yeah.
Back to the life after that situation.
Yeah.
I was speaking to my girl like a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
And she asked me a question because, as you may know, due to a previous episode, I lost my father at a very young age, right? So she asked me a question, right? And the question was, what was the question again? She asked me two questions actually. The first question was, if I had the possibility to speak or to get in contact with a relative or someone that's close to me that died, would I do it? Right? And the second question was whether or not I hold anything against like a family member or whoever it may be that passed, right? The first question, I told her that, well, no, I don't think I would get in contact with a dead person, because due to my belief system, if I do that, I'm going to be I'm encountering a different realm, and I don't want to be in something that I don't control or I have no control or knowledge over.
But you're not contacting a dead person according to your belief. that person has spirit and soul. The soul is dead, but the spirit's still alive.
Exactly. But
You're not contacting a dead
basically,
person.
no.
You're contacting a living
What-
spirit according to
Let
your
me
belief.
explain. What she's saying basically is going through like a medium, or it have people that communicate with their people and so on. That was the question, right? So my answer to it was like no, you know what I mean? Because I like to know what I'm getting to, and I don't have enough knowledge and understanding of that, you know what I mean, realm. So I wouldn't do it simply due to that fact. Now to the second question, I told her that yeah, I do hold things against, for instance, my father, you know what I mean?
Hold on, what was the second question?
Whether or not I hold anything against my father or any relative that died, you know what I mean? Hold anything in my heart against them.
Mhm.
And my answer was yeah, tell you the truth, yeah, because he left at an early age,
Mhm.
and through that small amount of time that I lived with him, or of memory I've had with him, there was some bad ones that I would love to have had the opportunity to clarify with him, to speak with him and conversate and see, hey, what the hell you was really going through, why certain things
So you're
happen.
so you're letting that haunt you still?
Well, that's the thing. That's the same thing that she asked me, basically, you know what I mean? She said it in a different way. She said that, well, why hold that against him? Because, okay, my girl is a Christian, right?
Mm.
And so she said, why hold that against him? Especially knowing that he dies, because he's dead, because her belief is that when you have something against someone that has passed, you know what I mean, it can hinder them in the afterlife or something like that, right? And I'm just throwing it out there. Get back to what I'm saying. So I was like, well, in a sense, you're right, you know what I mean? Because I can't hold that against my father when he's no longer here to answer for it. That's a fact,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right?
So it's probably easier and better for me if I let it go, you know what I mean? I know that I say that, well, life is life and so on and so forth, right? And then the conversation started to get a little bit deeper, because she said something to me, and this is the last thing she said to me. She said that I think that's a good idea, because with death, through death, there's always a bigger purpose, right? And I looked at that.
You said it with death, there's a bigger purpose?
Through death. Oh shit, my tongue twisting. Through death, there's always a bigger purpose. And I thought about that, right? Through death,
there's a bigger purpose?
Through death, there's always a
death?
bigger purpose.
The death
Huh?
is a bigger purpose.
Through death,
Oh, through
Like
death is a
passive.
bigger purpose.
there's always a bigger purpose, right?
How so?
And I reflected on that line because I didn't comprehend it and I didn't ask her about it, right? So for like a couple hours, it's like, what does that really mean, right? And then it came to something clicked in my mind. And I looked at where I am today as a human being, right? And I asked myself, if my father was still alive today, who knows? Would I have left my country, come to France, learn a new language, been the person who I am today, have the experience that, I gained throughout this lifetime, the good and the bad, the struggle, the ups and the
You're
downs?
saying through his death, your life gained a different purpose.
No, not gained a different purpose. She said through death, there's always a bigger purpose, right?
Okay, so did you gain a purpose?
I question. Huh?
So are you saying through his death you gained a purpose?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm explaining to you right now, because she laid down a phrase: through death, there is always a bigger purpose, right? I reflected on that statement, right? So through my reflection process, I thought about where I am today, how I got here.
I got that.
And
So how does what she says relate to you?
okay, that's what I'm going to say now. I came to the conclusion that there's always a timeline in somebody's life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that timeline has nothing to do with that person's purpose. He is like you're granted a timeline.
Whoa! Now you going.
Hold on, let me explain. Let me finish explaining.
Right there.
No. Let me finish explaining. Don't cut me. Don't cut me.
No, you're not making any sense. I can't let you go on. I can't have a timeline and the purpose not being the same. That don't make no sense.
Because your purpose is everybody is born with a purpose, right? Whether or not they accomplish that purpose is strictly based on them.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not aware of how long we have to live.
But that's on your timeline.
We all have a timeline, but no one knows how long.
Yeah, but your purpose is on your timeline. The purpose of your timeline ain't two separate things.
Yes, it's on your timeline.
Yeah,
but since you don't know what your timeline is, you'll never know whether or not you'll have you'll get the chance to fulfill your purpose before you leave your earth, before you reach the ending of your timeline. You feel me? You get me?
Yeah, but
you have a timeline. I have a timeline.
No, I agree with you that you were saying they were not the same. Your purpose and your timeline are not the same. I'm saying your purpose and your timeline have to coincide with each other because your purpose is on your timeline.
Yeah, but but your purpose is completely up to you whether or not you complete it or not within the timeline, since you have no idea of your timeline. You feel me? You get me?
Yeah.
So that was the conclusion I came to, right? So what I understood was that was his timeline.
Yes.
And his time just came to an end, right?
Yes. No, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. My uncle was like my best friend, bro. I've never met nobody in my entire life.
That was my pops.
Yeah,
that was my pops.
I don't think that was his time. I think that was that bitch ass motherfucker that hit my uncle and took his life, and he was being a punk and was a fucking attention what's going on. I think my uncle got taken before his time. You believe how you want to believe. I don't think my uncle was supposed to. I think that bitch ass motherfucker that hit him took him before his time. But you know what I'm saying? We believe differently.
Well, look, I don't know. How I see it is that if I believe in a supreme being, there's a supreme plan for each human being. You know what I mean? If we all have a purpose, that purpose was planned. You know what I mean?
See, that's the
if we
thing.
all have a timeline,
I don't believe
if we all have a timeline and you agree with that, that timeline was planned.
Yeah, but I don't. No, I don't believe the time. No, I don't believe your timeline is planned. No, I don't believe your timeline is planned. I don't think there's a freaking like there's a plan for your life at age 21. This is gonna happen. I think what happens is you institute things in your life, we create purpose in your life, which gets what you're supposed to get done in that timeline done. You feel what I'm saying to you?
I do believe your choices can impact your timeline.
I mean, your choices have to impact your timeline.
Yeah.
That's what choices do.
Basically what I'm saying. I do believe your choices impact your timeline. But I do believe that we also have our timeline. Now, whether or not...
Have a what? Say again.
I said I do believe choices impact your timeline. You understand? But I do believe that beyond the choices that we make, we all have a timeline. We all have a day that we are born, and we all have a day that we die. You know what I mean?
I don't believe this. I don't believe God is sitting there like a marionette and he's got the strings and he's pulling the strings. I believe you're
That's not what I'm saying. I don't believe that either.
But you said that your timeline is planned out for you. I don't think your timeline is planned out for you. If your timeline was planned out for you, every single person would achieve their purpose. Because you'd be walking into a planned timeline.
No.
I believe this is what God does. God created.
What your timeline is basically your date of birth to your date of death. That's your timeline. I'm not saying what you do is planned. Nothing is. You have a purpose. That's for sure. Everybody have a purpose.
Yeah.
But get the comprehension of what a timeline is. A timeline is date of production, date of expiration, date of birth, date of death. That's your timeline. Whether it's 60 years, 50 years, 10 years, that's your timeline, right?
Okay. I totally understand.
What happens in between? What happens in between is what you do, the choices you make.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah, but you didn't understand. That's not.
No, I didn't understand. I was stopping you from saying foolishness.
No, I was trying to explain. I was trying.
No. I was
trying to explain it correctly.
I had to explain it to you so you could explain it to me.
Anyway, when I ask myself this question is, if my dad didn't pass, would I have left the country? I don't think so. I think I would be living with my dad, and my life would have turned out different. Not necessarily negative. That's not what I'm saying. Could be a positive, but my life would have turned out different because I would obviously be in a different environment, shit like that, different choices, right? So with his death, probably began something different in my life. I don't know.
Yeah, listen,
You understand?
your life, this is something I can speak on personally because I know.
Mhm.
Your life is not what your life would have been without Unc. Period.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have left Jamaica in the manner you left Jamaica. I think you would eventually left Jamaica because of Auntie. Auntie would have made that happen eventually. See what I'm saying to you? But I don't think you would have left in the manner that you left. You'd have left knowing that you had a father. You'd have left knowing you'd have spent more years with him. You'd have become his influence upon you would have changed how you perceive the world. You know what I'm saying to you?
Mhm.
So him passing is like, it's like you said, it created a purpose, you know? His death, while it's very sad and it's very hurtful and stuff like that, it led to a better life for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if we were in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying, we'd be working, we'd either have to
Yeah.
go to school for 10 years to get a good job, or to
Yeah.
be working jobs that we probably don't want to work.
Mhm.
You know,
And that's the
opportunities
same.
opportunities
That's the
that
same
you have
conclusion
right
I
now,
came to.
huh?
That's the same hurtful conclusion that I came to.
All the opportunities that you have right now are not because of his death. I can't say that,
Yeah,
but his death led
exactly.
to
Led in
you,
some way or form to,
led to
you know?
you leaving Jamaica sooner with less than you could have had from him.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
yeah,
Because he had a
I agree.
lot to give, bro. Not just in knowledge, but just as a man, as a person, just
Mhm.
as I sit here, I shiver, bro. Like I remember smiling. I remember laughing and smiling with him and him making days. Cause my stepmom was abusive as a child, so when I got to see the rest of my family, bro, it was like, I'm
magic.
saying, and he genuinely loved me, bro. Like that's my dude, man. Like yo, that's my guy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
real.
so
Hey, I
I
want
agree.
to take this
agree.
moment
His death did give your life a part of, I can't say your purpose. I can say his death affected your life in a way where your purpose was created, or it helped create it helped create an environment for you to go on the track that you're on. But I can't say death leads to a bigger purpose. Because once you're dead, you're gone. Like,
Yeah.
I miss him, G. I'm 40
Yeah.
years old and I miss him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, me too, cause hey,
I'm a 40-year-old man
think
and I
feel?
miss him.
How
You know what I'm
you think
saying?
I feel?
So
Yeah,
I
but
can't say the purpose part, but I can definitely say that his death had an effect upon your life
Mhm.
that caused your purpose to move faster or change or be different. But I can't say it did that. But yeah, you see what I'm saying?
yeah. All right, so we're a little heavy now at the ending. You know what I mean? Before we close out, I just want to say, yo, RIP to everyone who lost a family member, a relative, a close person, a friend between this year, last year. You know what I mean? RIP. And that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone who has a parent, a family member, a friend that is still alive and in good health, show some love. You know what I mean?
Love them up,
If you
man.
haven't
Love them
beef,
up.
call them up, you know what I mean? Squash the beef because yo, we only have one life. You know what I mean? And that's important to know. You only get one chance. No one knows when their time will be up. So
Until
while
that time
people
comes.
still alive, give them their flowers, you know what I mean? Show some love, express how you really feel about people. And yeah, just live and love and unite, yo.
Easy
And,
enough,
yeah,
people.
that's all I gotta say.
Easy enough, people. As JD said, that you know, I'm over here. I'm one on the shoulder giving you the extra advice. Fuck them. They don't call you. They don't text you. They don't write you no message. Fuck them. Don't call them. Don't write them back. They got fingers just like you. You feel what I'm saying to you? But like JD said, you don't never know when their time is gonna be up. And if you still got love for them, you know what I'm saying? They don't gotta respond the same way you respond. Shoot that text, I love you, I miss you, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then, just to keep yourself, your soul feeling peaceful. But if they ain't texting you or they ain't calling you, fuck, then don't pick up your phone and stress and text and call nobody else. Global State of Mind, GSM, like, subscribe, and share. Critical Thinking. We back next week. Up with us, you know we got it.
It's got to be, I'm proud of me. That's why I'm steady moving on despite the hatred I get.